This is the Universal Wrestling Podcast. Inside the ring, outside the ring, it's all here.
We're talking about the greatest sport of all, professional wrestling.
Come on! And now, here's Nick and Keith.
Yes, sir. We are back and better than ever. Keith, what's up, my man? We are here for the Royal Rumble 2025 predictions. Keith, we're on that road. We're heading to WrestleMania. We're on the WrestleMania season, baby. Let's go. Keith, what's good? How are you? Let's hear it.
Oh, I'm so stoked. I say it every time this comes up, and we do a video like this every single year. This is my favorite pay-per-view of the year. Even though there's only, as of us recording here today, there's only 4 matches on the card. It's kind of what they've been doing, but still, I think something will get added in between. But either way, it doesn't matter because all anybody cares about in this pay-per-view are the Rumble matches themselves. And I am stoked.
Yes, sir. And it's just, it's the time of the year. It's what we expect. I mean, you got the big names, Punk, Cena, Roman. Let's get to it, Keith. Are you ready? Let's do some predictions. Here we go.
Prediction time.
Keith, the 2025 Royal Rumble kicks off from Lucas Oil Stadium with 30 men and 30 women, each competing to earn a spot in the main event at this year's WrestleMania. Like I started off saying, big names, Keith. There's a lot of big names. CM Punk is back. John Cena. Roman Reigns will be in the Rumble. That's weird. We haven't seen that in a while. Before we get to the predictions, Keith, give me it. Give me something you're looking forward to. Let's go.
Oh, all the surprises, obviously, every year. Always looking for the surprise entrance. Again, as of recording and seeing this today, we're at a good spot where there's only 15 men that are announced for it, and there's only 10 women that are announced for it. So that's leaving us a good chunk of who might be or who might not be. Now, granted, of the ones that are announced and stuff, you can kind of make some assumptions. I imagine. I don't think the Bloodline 2.0 guys are all. I don't think all of the Bloodline 2.0 guys are announced, but if I was a betting man, all
sense.
3 of them are going in, 4 of them are going in. But I don't know. But then on top of that, just the people they're going to bring back. We saw this, this past week on Raw. They had they're not on Raw. This past week on Saturday Night's main event. They've been bringing the legends back.
What happened to Hawk? God damn.
We saw Lunger Blaze. We saw, I'm not saying those legends that were there, I don't want to see them come into the Royal Rumble because they're all
I'm over Blaze.
Super old. I don't want to see that at all. I feel like Blaze is going to go in it, but I don't know. That's my main thing. I'm always excited to see who the surprise entrants are. That's why this is my favorite pay-per-view every year.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you too, man. I just think last year we kind of knew, okay, it's not Punk. It's going to be Cody. It's one or the other. We didn't really know that it was going to be. I mean, we wanted it to be Cody, but shit happens. Punk got hurt, and he pointed at the WrestleMania sign, and we got what we wanted. We were there, but for this one, it's just, you don't know. That's what makes wrestling great. That's what makes entertainment great when you don't know. And we don't know. A lot of people think it's going to be John Cena. Do you waste it on John Cena? A lot of people think it's going to be maybe for the women's, maybe someone like a Flair, maybe someone like an Ivy or EO. I brought an EO up before. Maybe not Ivy. I don't know what I was saying. Scratch that. People like that. And it's, we don't know because the story is finished. The bloodline is in inning 8, 9. It's unpredictable.
Bottom of the 8th.
And that's what it's all about. But let's get into it. The people didn't come here to hear us talk shit about the Rumble. They want to hear the predictions. So let's start with the WWE Tag Team Championships. That is your WWE Champion, DIY, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. I don't know how they pronounce it. I just don't understand.
I always get that one that way too. I always get confused that. I don't know.
Yep. Versus Motor City Machine Guns. If you don't know, now you know. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabian. And it's not just Keith. 1-on-1, 2-on-2, a singles match, a tag team match. No, it's 2 out of 3 falls match. And
Yeah.
that, again, the unpredictable. It's here. And we're going to start with the predictions with the tag team championships. Keith,
Yeah.
shut me up. Let's hear it, brother. What do you got?
No, man. So I'm going not anything too out of left field here. I think DIY retains. They just recently-ish got them. And if you if you or you, our dear viewers, remember not too far back, click around down here, you'll find it. But we were doing buy or sell
Yes.
on champions and all, and I, bad indie fan, whatever. I was selling Motor City Machine Guns as tag champs at that time. It's getting better. They've been around more. They're establishing more. But at the same time, DIY are Triple H guys. Both of them. They have been. Always have been. Always are going to be. And Triple H is in charge. I think we're finally, with Gargano making the heel turn too, like, Ciampa was like starting to turn heel, and we thought it was going to be the breakup and everything, which would have been cool, whatever. But I'm so glad we pumped the brakes on that. We turned Gargano heel. Now they're just a heel team. There's legs to this. They just got that going. They're going to hold them still. There's more of that story to be told still.
Yeah, the storyline is here, Keith, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You lose before Cleveland. Oh, shit, these two guys are going to main event a pay-per-view, and it's going to be phenomenal. No, they lose. Now they're in a feud with, if not one of the greatest tag teams to ever lace up the boots. And now we're here. We're at the Rumble, 2 out of 3 against Hall of Famers. I mean, it just doesn't get any better. And this is what Trips does. I mean, we thought it was all a mistake. We thought, okay, well, if they are Trips guys, why wouldn't they main event Gargano lives in Cleveland? I mean, that makes the most sense. But no, he's threading it, like your grandma did back in the day with all the Yep. Up and down. So, yeah, let's make this boring. Yeah. 2 out of 3. I don't know how it's going to happen, but let's get to it before we get to the next match. Keith, do we see anyone? TNA, Impact guys? I mean, gals? I mean, they signed the deal. There's an agreement.
In this match,
yeah.
Maybe not. I do feel like what'll end up happening is, I mean, it's going to go like all two out of 3 falls, or most, I should say, because almost every 2 out of 3 falls, one team takes one, the next team takes the next, and that goes down to the third. Otherwise, what's the point? So it'll be 1-1. They'll be fighting for the third one, and then maybe someone, I don't know, but maybe there's some level of interference or something, so that they get, DIY gets like almost the dirty third pin because someone else interferes, but the ref doesn't see it, something like that.
Yeah, I dig it. I love it.
Yeah, that's what it's going to end up being anyway. Even if it's not someone interfering, it'll end up being, they'll tie it, they'll go to the third fall. Third fall will be some kind of nonsense on DIY's part to
Jordan Grace comes
steal
out.
the win. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that would be cool. That's for later. Keith, let's get to the next match. The undisputed WWE Championship is on the line, and I guess the winged Eagle Championship is on the line too, but it's really just the undisputed WWE Championship. So it is Cody Rhodes going 1-on-1 with Kevin Owens, and it's a ladder match. It's not something you see often at a Rumble, but we're getting this main event, and I'm just so excited. I mean, the promos have been absolutely amazing. I mean, it's just, again, what you want to see in professional wrestling. You want to see Cody Rhodes in the entertainment aspect. You want to see Kevin Owens, the dirty heel, who said, come on, I've told you this in and out every single week. You're not with them. You're with us. And it's phenomenal storytelling at its finest. And this is what you get. I mean, when you get someone like a KO, and you'll speak on this, when you get someone like a KO, in the title picture, doesn't matter how many times it is, it's just going to be phenomenal work. He's not winning. I got Cody Rhodes all day. Keith, give it to me, brother. What do we got?
No, we'll keep the boring going. I'm going to have Cody too, not as much as it pains my heart. I mean, I think we're still in the point with Cody of like, we're in the point with Cody right now, like we were with like Roman having his long reign, where like these matches are coming up that are like you look forward to it, but you're just like, he's not the guy to take it off of him, unfortunately. Now I don't know who the one is to take it off of Cody. I'm not going to sit here and try to speculate about that, who it is or when. Who it is might not even be on the main roster now. Who knows? But I don't think KO is the one to take it and end it, especially at like, Royal Rumble is one of the big 4 ones, but like, after all the build up for it, Cody's holding that belt for minimum year. He's at least holding it until WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, and they pretty much said that too. On last week's SmackDown.
Right.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, and this isn't just bias on. I mean, maybe it is just bias on my part because of how much I love KO, but that doesn't really like diminish my excitement for this match because putting Kevin Owens in a ladder match is only going to be fantastic business for you as a company. Yeah. I talk all the time about Kevin Steen, El Generico, Ladder Wars. Like, good Lord, they're some of the best matches like ever. My nephew is like sort of starting to kind of get into wrestling, and like as he gets a little bit older, he's only like 10, he's 11 right now. So I'm like, dude, if you keep with this in like 5 more years, I'm gonna show you some stuff that's gonna just blow your freaking face off. Like, Kevin Owens has just been putting on like a masterclass of being a heel. Not even just in the stuff he's been doing with Cody, which don't get me wrong, has been also a masterclass. The promos, the shirts, what was it? The Canadian son of an electrical technician or whatever it was. Yeah. Coming out on Saturday night's main event with the Cody sucks eggs, like Terry Funk did, like just masterful, masterful stuff. And then even when he had the match with Jay, came out wearing Naomi's gear and did like Naomi's entrance and all, like just he's just the best. The guy just gets it. Putting him in a ladder match, like I said, you're asking for a lot of money to be made off of it all. So it's going to be phenomenal, but Cody is going to retain here still.
Yeah. You know what I love too? It's just, again, sounds like a broken record here, but when it gets personal and, they'll do that with the Undisputed Championship, one of the big titles. And it's perfect because Cody's like, I mean, we were saying it, right? I mean, what are you doing teaming with Roman Reigns? It just doesn't make any sense, like, and then Rock says, I love you. Like, what are we doing? I don't understand. And Kevin, I mean, most of us agree with Kevin. Most of us say, okay, Kevin, like, this is what we're thinking. Like, come on. You can't just finish the story against one of the greatest champions of all time and then tag with him and then just be nice with The Rock. Kevin is the everyman. Kevin is the guy where it's like, okay, I feel that. I understand that. That's who I want to be. And that's what makes it great because we can relate. We can relate to that with work. We can relate that with life. We can, like, F you, man. Like, stick to your standards,
Yeah. He's become, not even become, because it's been this way for the past, like, couple of years. He was that way when he was, like, teaming with Sammy when they won the tag the unified tag titles or whatever. He's like the only wrestler that like doesn't fall for like the like he's the only wrestler that like calls out like the wrestling like tropes and stuff, and I love it. Like when he like he's the wrestler that remembers. Like I said, like he's just like, dude, we all went to war with you against Roman Reigns, and now you're just like kind of helping him. Like, no, like, are you stupid? Just calling all the stuff out. He does the promo. Like there was this was like a year or more ago at this point where he was like, I think it was when he was like starting with A-Town Down Under, when he was like, he's in the ring and he said someone's name that comes. He's like, if you say it again, then the music's gonna hit and he's gonna come out here. And they said, he's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, great, here he comes now. Great, way to go. Like, just I love that whole thing. The guy's just a genius.
It's what you want.
Exactly.
It's like, I'll finish it with this. He's just like Stone Cold. I mean, you love to hate him, you hate to love him. It's like, that's what you want. That's what sells. I mean, clearly they know that's what sells. I mean, he went one-on-one with Austin. I mean, how much more clear do you have to be, But let's get to it, baby. Drum roll, please. Let's get to the Women's Royal Rumble match. 20 participants, Keith. to be determined, but we got the
Yes.
likes of Nia Jax. We're recording this on a Tuesday.
Yes.
Bailey, Charlotte Flair, woo! Naomi, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan's in it, Raquel Rodriguez, Lyra, Ivy, who I said could win. I scratched that. Io, and like I said, 20 other women, but 30 women will compete in the Rumble match. More entrants will be announced, but I don't know. I don't know, Keith, if we need any more. I think the men's Rumble is a little maybe this guy, maybe that guy. But for the women's, I mean, how can it not be Flair? Right? I mean, other than what you're going to say, because I know you're going to say it. But, I mean, it's not Nia. She had a hell of a year as not even she was a champion, but like it was kind of like an underdog thing. Bailey, no, doesn't need it. I mean, Flair doesn't need it either. I get that. Naomi, no. Bianca, maybe. But Keith, I'm going with Charlotte Flair. I think it makes the most sense unless there's a surprise appearance, but I don't want to do that. Keith, let's hear it, buddy. What do you got?
So I want to start off with saying Charlotte Flair is a great call because
who better?
there is a, for all the all the smack I talk on her, there is a lot of people that want Charlotte Tiffy at Mania. Yeah, exactly. One of the so that's all well and good, and I'm not saying I'm against that match because it'll be enjoyable for sure. Yeah. I'll be pissed if Charlotte beats Tiffy, but so that'll be that. This one was tough for me. I know we talked about it, and I had my whole thing I'm going to go off on here. But I don't know, because I was also, because there's so many that haven't been named, and there's so many other names I was like thinking about that are like floating around.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to go for it. I was like, I shouldn't because it's far-fetched, but I'm going to do it. Jordan Grace is going to win the women's Rumble.
I love it.
Jordan Grace is officially, if you haven't known, if you're living under a rock, if you don't know how much I love her, just yesterday, I believe it was, there was like, it was told, Fightful confirmed, whatever, she has signed a multi-year deal with WWE, which is awesome. So we're going to see her on regular television more. So I think the whole reason I feel that she's going to win it is because she just signed her deal. A lot of everything would say like, oh, she's, you go to NXT. That's, you got to start in NXT, blah, 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 blah. The thing is that NXT right now is at a point where there's like, they have like too many good women down in NXT.
Yeah.
You got Julia, you got Victoria down there. As much as I don't like love her, there's Roxanne, Cora Jade, Lash Legend, and Jakara Jackson. Like it just goes on. And I feel bad even just not mentioning the names that I want to mention. So Ruka's down there, so she's crushing it. They brought Zarya in, who like hasn't gotten enough like love for it yet and everything. Like there's so many women down there that it's just like someone as unique and as fantastic of a wrestler as Jordan Grace is shouldn't go into there and just get lost in that shuffle of everything. So I think if you want to get this amazing new signing, this amazing new everything, this talent over, the best way to do it is here. You have her show up in the Rumble. She's a surprise because they know she's signed, but like maybe she won't be, maybe she will be. There's already reports she's in Indianapolis already, so maybe everyone knows she's going to be in. But then like, cool, she's in it. Surprise, big pop, newly there. She's signed to us. Oh my god, da 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 da. And then she just cleans house. She wins the whole damn thing, and it's like, whoa, like that's how you build a star instantly. Like, even if you don't know her, you go, okay, well, clearly this woman is a big deal that I need to pay attention to. So let me get it right here. And then you have her win it. You have her then, you having her win it just helps you with, like, you book her between now and Mania already, too. Because between now and Mania, you just have her on a weekly basis, have everyone who is in the Rumble come out and be like, who do you think you are? You just got here, and now you're getting your title shot at WrestleMania already? That's not how this is supposed to work. I'll take you on. And Jordan will be like, yeah, come on, you beat me, you can have my title shot. And she just turns them all back. Maybe, I feel bad we're like harping on her, but like Ivy Nile have some of her come out. Like started with like lower ones that were never going to really win it to begin with. And you have them turn those back. And as you get closer, you have like Nia show up just being like, oh, You're the Juggernaut? Yeah, right. Okay. Come get the irresistible force,
Ooh,
and have her put her back and
book
just
it,
you build
baby.
it there. I'm not saying Jordan wins it at Mania, maybe. I would love it if she did. I don't know
Yeah.
that she does, but she wins this and she's going to Mania.
Yeah, I mean, again, I picked Flair because A, I'm a huge fan, but also just
Makes a
makes
lot of sense.
a lot of sense. But
Ton of sense.
so does Grace. I mean, surprise appearance. We all know that she can lace up the boots and go one on one. She can main event WrestleMania. She can main event WrestleMania 1 and 2. Night 1 and 2. I mean,
Hell yeah.
that's just the fact of life. But again, we don't know her, as much as the casual WWE fan or just the WWE fan alone.
Right.
TNA, what? Who is that? Okay, they're on, some sort of cable network on 886 channel. The ones next to the music channel that you never watch. That's
Exactly.
but it just Flair makes sense. So does Grace.
Totally.
So does Grace.
Yeah.
Why not? Look at her. She
That's
is
what.
the
That's why
epitome.
I'm
Yeah.
nailing my flag to it, man. Because that's why I'm nailing my flag to her. Because that's really what it is. Is that it's like it's not fair to her or to like the company itself to have her even go to NXT
Yeah.
to begin with.
Oh yeah.
You look at her, you can see just that she is something super special. So just strap it on and go. Show
Yeah.
them immediately show them immediately the faith and the everything that that's in this person. And
Yeah.
then let her just kill it from between here and there.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I mean, she's good on the mic. She's good in the ring. Maybe she could benefit from a manager or I don't know, something like that. But if not, again, book it. I love it. Keith,
Yeah.
drum roll, please. Let's
Mm.
get to it. The men's Royal Rumble match. We know the likes of John Cena, L.A. Knight, Keith,
Yeah.
CM Punk, Jey Uso, the one in the one. And what did Heyman say in 31, 21, whatever?
The one in
30,
21
yeah,
and
29, yeah, duh, come on. 29 and 1, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and we'll never say freaking because I hate it. Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, your boy Sami Zayn, Shinsuke. Isn't he still United States champion?
He is. Yes, he is.
Okay,
Yes,
Trips,
he is.
that makes a lot of sense. Good booking there. Chad Gable, Braun Breakout. Oh, IC champions.
Hey, yeah.
Keith, man, wish we had Vince back. Scratch that. Carmelo
Whoa.
Hayes, your boy, and 15 other, it says here for
Yeah.
CBS Sports. So I like CBS Sports. I'm sticking with 15 others. Keith,
Yep.
2025 predictions. What did I say? I said John Cena is going to win the Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Scratch, change,
Ooh.
divert, next exit, please. I just don't understand how it can't be Roman Reigns.
Ooh. All right.
I mean, how do you put him in a Rumble and have him lose? You can't have him lose like he did against Drew, the Claymore and then, the clothesline over. I mean, I just don't get it. Cena, I was really thinking about it, and yeah, it would be cool. But if I'm booking it, I'm booking what I said. It's Gunther versus Cena. You don't need Cena to win the Rumble to go one-on-one with Gunther. I mean, it writes itself,
Right.
So you need someone to go one-on-one with Cody. That's who's going to win the Rumble. And come on, baby. If it's not one night, it's 2 nights. 2 nights in a row for WrestleMania main events. It's going to be, 3. It's going to be 3. Yeah. Cody and Roman Reigns main eventing WrestleMania 49 for the third time. And it's just going to be something special. That's what we want. We want to finish the story. We want these awesome matches against AJ Styles in France. We want these matches against Kevin Owens and, Cody. Like, these are great matches, but come on. Deep down inside, what do you want? You want a third match. You want Roman won, Cody won. What do? Come on.
Now you have Roman win? You have Roman win again at Mania then?
You got it, man.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
come on. If the pop wasn't huge for, 40 with us, 41 would be bigger,
So many children are so mad at you right now.
So book it, baby. I mean, I love how there's so much real legitimate competition, competitors in this Rumble. It's going to be fun. But come on, put the ones up, baby. It's Roman Reigns, Keith, shut me up. What do you got? Let's hear it, brother.
I'm like, I'm
Did I
kind of like
convince
reeling
you?
right now. It's you got good reasoning. You had me convinced, like coming into it, thinking about it like a lot today. I'm just like, I think it might be Cena. I think it might
Yeah.
be, but I'm pivoting from that too. The thing of it is that like even you look at the 15 names announced already, and like there's at least like 5 that you can sit here and feasibly be like, oh yeah, they could. Oh yeah, they could. Cena, obviously, Roman, obviously, Rollins, obviously, him
Yeah.
and Cody have their history and their whatnot. Drew, obviously.
Yep.
Um, I think, and I've been going back and forth with this one like a lot today. But I think I'm gonna go my favorite wrestler of all time. I'm going CM Punk.
Okay.
Cena obviously will get down to like the final 4, possibly even the last 2 of him and him and Punk.
Yeah.
It might just be him and Punk at the end. But yeah, I think it makes the most sense to me just because Punk's been talking since he got back, like since he showed back up in WWE about how
Main
he's
event.
he's coming for he wants the main event at Mania, he's coming for
Yeah.
a title, all that. And honestly, a big part of it is that I want him and Cody because I don't really want to see Punk and Gunther. I love Gunther, obviously. I'm kind of meh on Punk, whatever, and that's kind of why I don't want to see that match. Because if like to me, if you're having Punk Gunther, Gunther's got to just squash him, chop, 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 powerbomb, get out. And they won't do that. They won't do that to
Yeah.
after everything here, but. I think Punk wins, but there's some time with it with Reigns because we still know we have from what was that from War Games when Punk was like to Heyman, like hey, you owe me one,
Oh, favor. Yeah.
you owe me a favor still. So I think Punk wins it, and then like once that happens, Roman is like maybe Roman is down in like the final 3 of the final 4, Punk, Roman, Cena. I don't know, throw in the 4th, Rollins, Punk, Roman,
Rollins. Yeah.
Rollins, Cena. All right. Gets down to just being Roman, Cena, Punk. Something happens where Punk eliminates Roman, whatever. So Roman's pissed, starts coming after Punk, and then Punk's like, Paul, calling in my favor. Put your boy on a leash. Get him to leave me alone. Do not have him come out to my match at WrestleMania. Don't have him interfere. This is my time. This is what I want back from you. Go from there.
Yeah.
The only thing that's given me like, maybe not, is that like, I feel like if they're gonna put Punk when they put Punk in a WrestleMania main event, like they kind of owe him. I think to some extent, I feel like that had to have been a part of like his comeback. Is like you have to give me a WrestleMania main event.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think with that, he's there. I don't know that they're gonna let him lose in his WrestleMania main event, but I also don't know that I want him to beat Cody right away at Mania.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to deal with a world champion CM Punk again. Real glass and all that. But whatever. That's probably I'm not fantasy booking him like I fantasy booked Jordan Grace. Punk's gonna win it to me.
Yeah.
That's
makes
my call.
it makes the most sense when it comes down to every single match, the DIY makes sense, Cody makes sense,
right.
For the Rumble. It's CM Punk's, he was supposed to win last year. He was supposed to finish his story. And like you said, main event, it didn't happen. What if there was a pivot with The Rock? If the pivot with the Bloodline and Roman Reigns? We don't know. I mean, we think we know, and we assume that maybe The Rock said, okay, let's give it to Cody, blah, 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 but we don't know. We don't know.
Right.
And it could be in his contract. Like you said, I mean, why wouldn't he put that in his contract? If that's really what he wants to main event, like,
exactly.
come on. I mean, as much as I love the Roman Reigns and I can fantasy book Cena and Gunther, like, is that even going to happen? I mean, Punk makes sense. The story makes sense. He main evented the first episode of Netflix. Like that's a big deal. What do? Go ahead, kid. Time the main event. Right. We'll get you there. He's done enough for the WWE. And, that's what makes trips great. That's what made, what's his face? I won't say it. Great. I mean, you let bygones be bygones. How many times did we see Bill Goldberg lace up the boots in Saudi? It
That's
is
right.
what it is.
Yeah.
He sells tickets and that's what it is.
It's
And with the WWE, you just do it. It doesn't matter. Is Punk
yeah.
so absolutely 110%. I mean, come on. Everybody understands that. But God, and wouldn't that be cool to see him main event and win? I mean,
Yeah, that's it. And all
it is
wrestlers
what it
will
is.
always say, like, especially in wrestling, you never say never.
Yep.
The worst things happen to the worst people and whatnot, and just they come
Yeah.
back. They come back. Like high time heals most wounds, unless you're Bret Hart and Goldberg.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah, no, like I said, I think
Yeah.
it's tough because like I feel you on like doing Cody Roman 3, but like I also feel like that's something that you maybe save until like next year, so that you're not like just pounding in the head. It's just like, oh, cool, WrestleMania main event again is
Yeah.
it's Roman, it's Cody Roman again. Like
It would be tough to sell. To an
exactly. So
extent.
that's something where like if you have Cody retain at Mania, you give him another year out of it, and you have like at that point you work on it over this year of getting a now right at WrestleMania 42. You have a now
Yeah.
full blown face Roman Reigns coming after Cody, who's getting kind of the heelish side of things of like running roughshod. And then it's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, we want to see Roman. We want to see Roman out for blood and take him down, and
Yeah.
huge pop for him at 42.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I just wanted to throw out some. So I wanted to hear what your thoughts on like who some of the surprises are going to be
Yeah.
in women's and men's. Who you
I
got?
love it. Yeah. I mean, should we the obvious, say his name, Keith. He
Oh
appears.
yeah, I wasn't even going to include him
Yeah.
in it, but yeah, you say his name and he
Um,
appears. I believe in Joe Hendry, baby.
I
He's going
think
to be
that's
in
great.
there. There's no
Yeah.
way he's not in there. He'll come out wearing the TNA title for
You
sure.
have to. That's
Absolutely.
TNA's biggest opportunity to sell.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's another one. He's a license to print money. That guy's great.
Yeah. I heard back and forth talk on Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler. I don't know.
That'd be good. That'd be cool.
I don't know. I mean, I would like it because I'm a huge
Oh,
Ziggler
yeah.
fan, but I think that's kind of like below him. I think it's nice to know you, but he wants to do his own thing. He wants to pave his own, way to another championship or whatever. But the big one here, Keith, go ahead.
No, I think I would like it if Ziggler was there too. I think
Yeah.
with him it's just tough because it's like, what do you? It's like weird to have him come in and have that. Like, how does he get announced? As like, it can't be like, oh, here's TNA's Nick Nemeth. He used to be called Dolph Ziggler. Here, it's like, well,
yeah,
just stick to one or the other. Like it was different with like Jordan Grace or like with Mickey James. Mickey James in both companies. Like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of the weird part of it. But I would love to see Ziggler pop in.
Yeah. Two other ones, and I think really that's it. I mean, I don't know if it makes sense, but Randy would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still doing his own.
Yeah.
They're waiting for him and maybe Cody and Kevin to be done. I don't know if this will be the last match. It might be. It seems like it might be for KO and Cody. So Kevin might or Randy might slip in, give an RKO, and have a good performance. Obviously, he's not going to win. He doesn't need it. But my big one is Alexander, Josh. I mean, how can you not? How can you not? Right?
That'd be amazing.
I don't know if he didn't re-sign, right? That's the word.
He didn't re-sign with TNA. That's huge. I didn't even honestly think about him.
Huge.
only because he's I know he's like super good friends and like really likes Scott D'Amore a lot. So I don't know if he's gonna like just do the indies for a while and go to Maple Leaf Pro with Scott D'Amore. But
yeah,
I love that. That'd be awesome. Just have him strapping the headgear on and just coming in and oh my god, Josh Alexander and Chad Gable. Oh, just have them fight every week. Oh.
Yeah. And I got one more.
Yeah.
You ready?
Oh yeah. 1-on-1 with the Undertaker.
Which one of those three? Teddy Long coming in, JBL coming in, or Undertaker coming in?
Teddy Long. No, I got Taker. I just think it would be cool to see him with the motorcycle. We know, Dead Man is no longer around.
Yeah.
I got one more, but I don't want to say it because you might say it. So I'll wait. Keith, give it to me.
So I think there's going to be I think we're going to get some NXT ones.
Oh, I forgot women. Go ahead.
Both women and men's. No, it's all right. Well, for both women and men's, I think we're going to get some NXT guys. I think we see Trick Williams from NXT. I think he's going to show up in the men's. He's like challenging Oba again for the title, but like he's wrapping up down there.
He has
to get his name out there again. Put him in when Melo's in there because Melo's already announced. Put him in, have him and Melo kind of beat the crap out of each other. So,
that would be cool.
Who else? I had another name from NXT that just went out of my head, but that's all right. Big one to me for the men's. I think we're seeing Goldberg.
Yeah.
There's
got to be some
the stuff with Gunther.
Yep.
He's still got one. I think he still has one more match on his like Legends contract deal or whatever, or 5 more or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe that was years ago that was that I'm just thinking of now. But yeah, I think he'll come in. I think we'll get you get that point when you have a bunch of the mid carders and that aren't going to win, and then you're like main guys, and Goldberg come in, just throw a couple spears, jackhammers, and toss some fools out, thin the herd a little, which would be cool. Yeah, that's like the main ones. I'm dying on who the NXT guy was. There was another NXT one that just went in and went out of my head.
Oba?
No. I mean, I could see Oba. Right? I could see them, representing NXT.
Ego.
I could see them doing that. Oh, yes, that was the one. Yes, Ethan Page.
I read your mind.
But I don't know. I'm wary on that one. Maybe that's why I kind of forgot about it because I'm kind of wary on that happening because he's still got like his thing going on a little bit down there in NXT land. So I don't know. But no, he'd be a good one to get the name out there. Oba, I hope it's not Oba because I don't want Oba to come up and then get eliminated.
No, Oba, what are you doing? Yeah. Yep.
So
I'll say it. I thought you were going to say it. Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. What is it?
Jeff Harvey.
All right. Harvey. Jeff Harvey.
Remember that Mike Adamle?
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Right. I honestly could see either one of them. They're both contracted. They're both contracted with TNA right now. I'm pretty sure, but I could see both of them showing up in it. Huge pops for both. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, who you got for women?
So let's see. I got Jade coming back. I think that's what we'll see. Sure. Yeah. And I really like what they're doing with Ruka. I mean, maybe because she's dating one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Tyler Bate, and I just love her that much. And she does that little spinny RKO out of nowhere.
Oh, the Soul Snatcher! It's amazing,
my man.
It's so cool. It's like one of the coolest finishers ever.
But the big one is, I mean, you said it, Grace. I mean, there's not more, right? How many more can you? I mean, you got the Blazes, you got the Michelle McCools, you got the this and that and the other, but. If it's legitimate, it's Grace, it's a Charlotte Flair, it's what I said, maybe some NXT rookies, but there's nothing else. I mean, Liv, okay, cool, that would be fun, but she's already announced. Scratch that. We're doing surprises. My bad. No, it's that or it's Flair, Jordan, Grace. I mean,
yeah,
that's it.
That's all
I can think of, really.
I got 2 that'll blow your mind.
Let's hear it.
Jade was one of mine. I think I didn't even have names written down for it, but I do think, kind of like I just said earlier with like the NXT women, there's so many of them down there that are really great right now. So like I think any number of them could show up in it just to like get their names out there. Sol Ruka is a great shout. She was someone I wanted to mention earlier. I think I did mention earlier. She's fantastic. Bring her up. You're not doing anything with her down there. Bring her on up.
Why not?
Get her going on stuff, especially because Bates about to come back too. Put them on the road together. Come on, don't be stupid.
Is he?
Yeah, rumors are he's getting close to coming back soon. So he might be a surprise in the Rumble too. That'd be pretty cool.
He's a stud.
Big strong boy.
That's another day, another time.
So exactly. But so yeah, 2 big ones. One obvious, one out of left field. I think Becky's coming back. We're getting Becky Lynch.
The man.
I think she's coming back. And then Dark Horse one, long shot. Be amazing if it did happen, but probably not. But AJ Lee. I mean,
AJ Lee
back.
Holy shit!
You know,
we need a clip.
Just
for
imagine.
That. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow! We oh!
Exactly. You just imagine. That's what I mean. Like it's just one of those. That's one of
Never
those
say
that
never.
It would be. You never say never, and it's one of those that would be. I feel like we're not so far out that like there would be a pop there. Not quite as big, but like similar to like the Edge pop when Edge returned and was in the ring for the first time, and that whole place erupted. Just and then you just hear the light it up, light it up, light it up.
Oh my god!
Just out of control.
Mother Johnson, incredible.
Oh
I don't know
yeah,
if he did it.
Jimmy. I'm pretty sure that was Jimmy J.
Jimmy J. Keith.
J Jam.
We haven't done this in a while. Let's do this before we end the show. Justin, my man, he's doing a lot of work right now with Call of Duty. He's a COD. Circle of Debate. Go check them out. They're an awesome wrestling featured in California. But enough of them. They got enough views. They got enough followers. Keith.
I know they got to be shouting us out, man. We love all those guys.
What the
Shout
hell?
us out. Help us out. Bring some of your amazing fans over to this side of the fence.
Yeah, I mean, we talk all this wrestling, but really, Keith, give the people what they want.
Oh, you already know. I am on X and TikTok at Keith of the Ring because both TikTok's back. It came back. It went away. It was scary, but it's back. So as long as it's there, so am I at Keith of the Ring. Same with X, and then I'm on Instagram at _Keith of the Ring.
Yeah, and we talked for a long time, so
we did.
I am not going to give you the normal spiel. We love you. Thank you for tuning in. Have an awesome Saturday. Peace!